GamesWeasel.com. Review.
Monster Madness first came out on the Xbox 360 a couple of years ago. To be brutally honest, it wasn't a great game, but 2 years later, South Peak Interactive have tried again by releasing the same game on the PlayStation 3 with some gameplay tweaks, new modes, and a new subheading of Grave Danger instead of Battle for Suburbia. The game revolves around 4 teenagers. The main kid in the story is an uber geek called Zach, there's also a goth called Carrie, and their friends skater dude Andy and blonde bimbo Jennifer. Whilst doing what teenagers do over at Zach's house one night, there's a knock on the door and Zach of course goes to answer it. Luckily it's not anyone selling double glazing, but a horde of zombies which have taken over the whole town. Phew, thank God for that. It's then up to you to control any of the 4 characters with up to 3 other players as you hit everything in sight with axes, swords, toasters, and anything else in sight, including tables, chairs, tyres and beach balls. In fact, almost anything that isn't nailed down can be picked up and hurled at the approaching undead. You can also fire ranged weapons by using the right analog stick to fire independently of where you're moving, something you'll be familiar with if you've ever played Smash TV back in the day. Unfortunately, the game's still a bit of a disappointment, which is a shame because the characters and the story in the game are very funny. Between levels, the story is told through comic book style cutscenes, and these are very entertaining. Unfortunately, they're more entertaining than actually playing the game itself. And because the gameplay is so simplistic and repetitive, it does need to look fantastic to keep the interest levels up. Without these good looks, the game falls very flat. Despite the extra online modes, minigames and graphical tweaks available on the PlayStation 3 version, I can't help thinking I'd enjoy this game more if it was just a cheap downloadable game available over the PS Network. It certainly feels like that's where it belongs. Monster Madness Grave Danger gets an average 5 out of 10.
You've been watching a review from Games Weasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to GamesWeasel.com for our video podcast, Games Weasel TV.
GamesWeasel.com.